Very good morning, sir.
Good morning.
So we should be starting just in another 2.
Good morning, madam. Good morning, madam.
Yeah, good morning, sir. A very good morning and welcome to the Law Institute. So we shall be starting in another minute.
Kumud, I suggest you must start.
Okay,
Sir
ma'am.
is also waiting.
Yeah, thanks a lot, ma'am. Okay, so we're going to start the event. I welcome you all on behalf of Lloyd Institute of Management and Technology on this auspicious day, that is a World Pharmacist Day, which is being celebrated on 25th September every day. And the theme of this year is Transforming Global Health. Yeah. So a happy World Pharmacist Day. And on this day, I would like to tell my buddy pharmacist and the future pharmacist about the themes. The theme for this year is Transforming Global Health. It highlights the transformative role pharmacists play in life and well-being of our communities, especially in the times of this pandemic. In support of this vision, transformation, the International Pharmaceutical Federation recently launched 21 development goals to transform the pharmacy profession over the next decade. The aspiration is to ultimately transform science, practice, and workforce around each of these goals to bring advancement to the global pharmacy. Today, we are celebrating the World Pharmacist Day. And echoing the words of the president of the International Pharmaceutical Federation, Mr. Dominic Jordan, that the World Pharmacist Day celebration this year represents an opportunity for us to show how pharmacists contribute to a world where everyone has the health benefits. Young pharmacists today calls for us to come together to communicate the value of our profession and the roles we play in improving healthcare everywhere around the world. We have huge responsibility and we should do abide by that. So the access to pharmacists is access to health. This is very well known. And the World Pharmacist Day is celebrated to promote and advocate the role of the pharmacy professionals. This day spreads awareness about the importance and role of a pharmacist. On this day, sir, sir, go ahead. सब गया है, screen चला गया.
Yeah, Kumud, we can hear you. Please carry on.
Yeah. On this day, Sarika ma'am, could you please just like change the slides? On this day, we have organized the inter-college events of poster making and elocution contest. Ma'am, just give me a minute, please.
Yeah, Vandana madam, good morning.
Good morning, Ramarao sir. How are you doing?
I am fine, madam. I am fine.
Happy Pharmacist Day to you.
Thank you, and same to you too.
Thank you. I'm great to have you on board with us very quickly. I'm glad we got this opportunity today to interact and listen to you.
Yes, me also.
I think not only the students, but the entire faculty also is really looking forward to listen to your huge experience that you've had since so many years. They've actually done some events poster making event which was done already, and I think yesterday and day before, and they would be awarding the winners. They've already been evaluated, so the winners will be awarded by the team today.
Yeah.
Kumud, are you back
Yeah.
on track?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry for that technical issue. Shall I continue, please?
Please go ahead.
Yeah, so sorry. So,
You
like,
can
we have,
continue, madam.
yes, sir, thank you, sir. And sorry, like, apology for that. Like, we have organized inter-college event, two events we had organized, poster making, which for like the posters have already been received, and elocution contest, which will be having live today itself. And before I start, I would like to introduce our group director, Professor Vandana Rotaseti. Like, ma'am is gold medalist from Delhi University. She has work experience of more than 18 years, including industrial experience at Ranbaxy Research Laboratories and Smart Analyst Gurgaon. She has LLB and certificate program in leadership and strategy from IIM Bangalore. So that is a dynamic personality besides pharmacy. She has more than research publications in national and international journals of repute. She has guided more than 50 MPharm projects. She has delivered several oral presentations at national and international levels. She has received AKTU Travel Grant for delivering an oral paper presentation in 6th Pharmaceutical Science World Congress, Sweden. She has awards and honors to her name, say, Best Teacher Award in the year October 2009, LG Trophy for the Best Outgoing Student in the year August 2001, Delhi Government Sai Medha Award for the Best Student in the year 1995. She is emphatically motivated, self-starting, versatile, and strongly committed to progressive and innovative methodologies. We are really lucky to seek her guidance. Ma'am, I would now request you to please say a few words to the future pharmacist and address the audiences.
Yeah, good morning, everybody. Thank you, Kumud. Good morning to our chief guest for this Pharmacist Day, and a very warm welcome to Ramarao sir. This day is not about us individually, but this day is about the entire pharmacy community of the world. So a very happy Pharmacist Day to fellow pharmacist colleagues who are faculty with me in Lloyd Institute of Management and Technology, Delhi NCR, India, and a very happy Pharmacist Day to my budding pharmacists at Lloyd Institute and to all the pharmacy students globally. This day is about us and this day is about you. This day really makes us feel proud of our profession, and we celebrate this day as a celebration of our profession. We understand that we have not gained as much popularity and as much status in the society as other medical professionals like doctors, but that does not make us less capable or less able or less proud. So towards the end of my talk, I'll tell you why. In between that, let me tell you how this word pharmacy was invented. Many of you obviously know about it. We have been reading in our first year course books. So the word pharma comes from a Greek word, pharmakon. That's actually the first chapter when we read Remington's Book of Pharmacy or any of the good pharmacy books, like how the word was coined. So pharmakon means remedy. And this remedy, जिसे हिंदी में बोलते हैं किसी भी चीज का इलाज. So remedy is not necessarily an allopathic pill, a tablet or a capsule or a syrup or an injection. A remedy means hal. Like we say, what is the remedy to this problem? So that means a solution. And this solution in our terms in pharmacy is a medical solution, but not necessarily, like I said, a pill. It could be anything. And that is the best thing that I like about our profession. And the definition of drugs or medicines, wherever we read, and the definition of health, which says a complete well-being, which is not only a physical well-being, it also means emotional, social, mental well-being. So a remedy to all your problems of the world, that's a social remedy. A remedy to the emotional upheavals that you might be feeling, a remedy, a solution to mental issues like depression. Everything comes back to pharmacy. You've got medicines for everything. In fact, nowadays, Even treatments like meditation, not medication, is related to overall well-being and health. And that also comes under pharmacy. So everything which makes you well, which makes you healthy, which gives you an overall happiness and disease-free, uh, uh, you are disease-free. So that is, everything is related to pharmacy. And that is what makes me really, really proud to call myself a pharmacist, especially to the budding pharmacists around the world, especially in India. For me, the career choice I made to be a pharmacist was in 1995, where after getting an astounding, which was a good percentage, I got 92% in 12th. And I chose to be a pharmacist at that time. And people asked me, why are you doing this? I said, why not? It is about me and me being capable in what I'm doing and excelling in my profession. And that is the message I really want to give to all my fellow students as well. That whatever you do, it is up to you to create your status in the society. If you want to be really proud of yourself as a pharmacist, what you need is a very strong knowledge base. If you have knowledge base about drugs, about their mechanisms, about the research activities, what is going to happen in the future, because it's all about future and futuristic technologies. If you know how to collate pharmacy research with artificial intelligence, with all the machine learning technologies, nobody in the world can tell you that you are less capable than anybody. And it is up to you to either make it or break it. So a very, very strong knowledge base can really make pharmacy as the #1 profession of the world. And especially we have seen it, during Corona times. We have seen how the Corona pandemic has affected the entire globe, something that was unprecedented. Imagine everybody moving around in masks. Everybody in the world is talking about a vaccine. What is a vaccine? It is a pharmaceutical product from a small child of 5 years who understands what is the Corona pandemic to an 80-year-old man is talking about when are we going to get the Corona vaccine, and who is working to develop the vaccine? It is the pharma people. It is the people working in the drug discovery who have been educated in this field and who've been in the R&D for a long time, and they are the ones who are working to get a vaccine. Even until the vaccine arrives, entire treatment of the Corona pandemic is based on medicines. And the whole world is talking about healthcare and medicine. So what could be a more opportune, a time full of more opportunities than this? So I understand it is a pandemic and it is a global loss, but the world has now recognized the field of healthcare and the field of medicine, which is so, so important to each one of us. As also said by our father of pharmacy in India, Dr. Professor M.L. Shroff, and the father of pharmacy in the world, William Proctor Jr. They said medicine is not only healthcare. Medicine is what our lives revolve around. And they gave their lives working for healthcare and towards the medicine. The contribution given by the global father of pharmacy and by the Indian father of pharmacy, Professor Shroff, is going to go a long way in creating future pharmacists who've got a huge vision towards this. The same is also echoed by our Pharmacy Council of India president and the registrar, President Professor Suresh, and registrar Professor Dr. Archana Mudgal. How they are, they've given up their entire lives. Actually, they've worked for more than 20-25 years in this field, trying to create more facilities in pharmacy colleges, trying to give more to the pharmacy teachers, more facilities, more status in the society, so that we could bring up students whom we are really proud of to be as pharmacists. Also goes a theme of this year's the Pharmacist Day, transforming global health. So do you understand the term transformation, transforming, which is a change? So we are not talking of global health in general. We are talking of a transformation where we were and to where we want to be. That is a transformation, a change, a huge change. So apt is the theme. The global health, which was first thought to be something of making the world disease free, or discovering medicines for new viruses or bacteria which keep evolving during the time, to an approach to a world which looks up to pharmacists as the creator of drugs, as the creator of new molecules which are going to be the medicines of the future. So that's a transforming global healthcare. And it's a very powerful word when used in the right sense. Any transformation, for example, from what you are, a caterpillar turning into a butterfly, that's a transformation. It's a huge, huge change. And I'm really looking forward to this entire year of 2020-21 to see what huge changes we see in the global health. And each one of us has to contribute in that. Not me as the head of an institute, not my colleagues as the faculty of the institute, not only people working in the pharmaceutical industry, but each student, including my first year students in the pharmacy profession, each one of you has this responsibility on your shoulders to transform the global health and to see how the world perceives the profession of pharmacy. With these words, I would end my session, and I would look forward to hear to Dr. T. Ramarao, who brings with himself huge years of experience in this profession, and who better than him to guide us for this transformation in the global health. I again say I'm proud to be a pharmacist, and I give all my best wishes to fellow pharmacists across the globe. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, ma'am. I hope the students shall take up your message and play their role in the transforming global health as a provider of not just the therapeutic remedy, but social remedy, as you said well. The students, you must take up the message and abide by and pay the contribution as a pharmacist role. Now, I would welcome our chief guest, Mr. T. Ramarao, for this auspicious occasion. And we are really thankful to you, sir, that you gave your consent to be here today. Before I invite him, I would just like to read out his short CV, though this seems short, but the content is actually quite large here. He's an experienced pharma professional, diligent in the core functional area pharmaceutical operations. He's committed to this profession from 31 years of service. He has leadership responsibilities in the areas of projects, technology transfer, pharmaceutical manufacturing, plant operation management, quality assurance, GMP audits and compliance, and quality system integration. He has rich experience of working with renowned pharma industry names, say Ranbaxy, Oyst Marion Rousel, Procter & Gamble, Hygiene and Healthcare Limited, Biological E Limited, etc. And currently, he is heading the seat of the GMP Technical Consultant for regulatory audits and compliances both in government as well as private institutions. He has the zeal to enrich the skills of the students. Community has led him to take up training program across the nation. Students, I must tell you that we're really lucky to listen to him. Sir, over to you, please. Would you like to say something to our students on this day? Ramarao, sir.
I have done competency requirement and values. Thank you very much, Mr. Mohit, for giving a brief introduction, and also Vandana Seth for giving the pharmacy profession and the theme of this today's pharmacy day event, and also I'm thankful for the rights movement for auspicious occasion for World Pharmacist Day, and a special mention to Ms. Sarita for identifying me.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, sir. Like, is there like people around you talking? I'm sorry to interrupt you. So that is getting, like, we could not hear you properly. Please, yeah, thank you, sir.
And a special mention for Sarika for identifying me and calling me to attend for this function. And thank you one and all. And moreover to the fellow students of pharmacy who are engaged in the pharmacy education and the faculty who are making the pharmacy students who will be the future citizens in transforming the global health of the country and together as a nation and as a globe. And we know that this the World Pharmacist Day is decided in the year 2009 by the International Pharmaceutical Federation. And this September 25th is chosen as a day for the World Pharmacist Day. And this International Pharmaceutical Federation is basically a global organization which is majorly for the cause of pharmacy education across the globe for improving the pharmacy education and the exposure of the pharmacists across the globe. And this, as every year, is having a theme for the Pharmacist Day. And this year we have the theme is transforming the global health. And especially this theme is a very much relevant theme in this challenge of COVID-19 pandemic, wherein the pharmacists across the world working tirelessly to stop the spread of the coronavirus and also to ensure the people to have access to this. And in this context, I want to thank pharmacists for their efforts during this difficult time. And pharmacists, as you are aware, in the developed countries like USA and other countries like Europe and Canada, the pharmacist is more towards the patient-centered role, wherein he is going to assess, monitor, initiate, and modify the patient's medication so that the therapy is effective and safe. Once we come to this, and once we come to our own country, I will give the status of pharmacy profession. And if you see this pharmacy by the Gallup poll conducted by the United States of America, and it is recognized as one of the most trustworthy profession, and also it is standing in the rank of third as a trustworthy profession. And pharmacists as a whole, if you look into in a global scenario, is the third largest healthcare professional group in the world. And whereas in India, if you see, we are having around 8 lakh pharmacists working in the various positions, applying their unique knowledge and skills for the contribution to the health of the nation. But unfortunately, in the eyes of the public, in our Indian scenario, the role of pharmacy profession and its contribution to healthcare possibly because both public and policy makers believe that the pharmacist role is restricted to merely buying and selling of medicines, like that of a salesperson in an ordinary shop. However, as we shall see, there is a lot more that pharmacists do contribute to the health of the nation and to the globe. And this progression of pharmacy education and the pharmacist role, they are now entering into the various settings like the pharmaceutical industry. One area where the pharmacists are working and they are contributing to the health of the globe directly or indirectly is by working in the pharmaceutical industry. You know, in the pharmaceutical industry, the, the output of the pharmaceutical industry is the input for the patients. So that input for the patient, they are indirectly contributing by producing the quality, safety, and effective medicines for the patients. There is another area where the pharmacist role is in the community pharmacy and also in the hospitals, wherein they are dispensing, counseling, and advising the patients. The another area where the pharmacists, where they are contributing is in the academics, where they are developing the skills of the students to meet the health needs of the country and in turn to the global organizations. And one more area where the pharmacists are contributing in transforming by going into the regulatory activities, both in the government and semi-governmental organizations. In addition to this, the role of pharmacists in the clinical research organizations is increasing on a day-to-day, and it is a vast area which is where there is an opportunity for the pharmacist not only in India, across the globe. So, like this, every pharmacist is having a role in extending his services to the patients who are directly or indirectly in transforming the health of the population. In addition to this, they have certain challenges. What are those challenges? These challenges are mostly, hello, 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 is it audible?
Yes, sir, it's audible. Please continue.
Yeah. See, the challenges which are which is which is facing the pharmacy profession is, I will put it into three categories. The first category is the accessibility of the healthcare in terms of the essential medicines. Still, it remains a problem because 1/3 of the population does not have a regular access to the essential medicines. That is one of the challenges in the present days. And another challenge is the rising cost of the healthcare. The rising cost of the healthcare, especially in both communicable and non-communicable diseases, and the new diseases which are coming on a day-to-day basis, including our COVID-19, and the irrational use of medicines, and also the non-availability of healthcare providers in sufficient numbers, especially in the rural areas. And these are all the various challenges which are before the pharmacy professionals. So in terms of the rising cost of the healthcare, which everybody is aware of it, and how the healthcare cost is increasing because of various operational settings or because of various default settings in the healthcare systems, and where a pharmacist is having a vital role to play in order to advise in order to have a link between the patient and a doctor and a nurse, so that the healthcare will become a viable for the patients. And if you look into the availability of the doctors in the rural areas, is a very serious problem. And pharmacists can take up an active role in providing basic healthcare advice to the rural population in terms of medicine use, health promotion, and self-medication. substitute in a doctor and a rural population wherein they can advise the people in terms of using the medicines and also their effects and also the effects of the self-medication, and in that way a pharmacist can have a major challenge in the coming days. So the challenges now I would like to summarize. One is the accessibility to healthcare in terms of the essential medicines, and the second is the rising cost of the healthcare, and third is the acting as a substitute to a doctor in the rural areas where the doctor availability is very less. These are the three challenges which are there before the pharmacist, and while contributing to the transforming the global health. A world saying is there, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with one small step. With this, I wanted to conclude my keynote address, and also I am thankful for the Royce management for giving me an opportunity to give my own views about the pharmacy profession, with with the auspicious at the auspicious day of World Pharmacist Day. I think this must be the 10th World Pharmacist Day after 2009. So thank you very much, and once again I thank all the students and the faculty members who are listening to this, who are participating in this World Pharmacist Day. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. It's a privilege for us to have you between us. And students, you must take up the message that if you really have the knowledge-based foundation, you can take up the challenges in this third pharmaceutical industry, this healthcare industry. Sir, on behalf of Lloyd Institute, I would like to present you a small the token of appreciation, though this is a virtual one. Yeah. So this is a token of appreciation on behalf of Lloyd, sir, presented to Mr. T. Rama Rao, founder and senior consultant, Sai Pharma Consultant. So we shall be mailing you the same. Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot. Now proceeding with the event further, not just industry intellectuals are present with us, but we also have high intellect from academics also. I would like to invite the judge of our today's event elocution contest, Professor Kanchan Kohli. Ma'am is professor and head in Department of Pharmaceutics, Jamia Hamdan, New Delhi. She is an M.Pharm and has a vast teaching and research experience.
Can I take a break from the session, madam, because I have something to do.
So as you please, sir, as per your comfort.
Yeah, I beg your pardon from everybody, because thank you once
Thank
again.
You,
I'm leaving the session, madam. Thank you.
So continuing with Kanchan Kohli's ma'am CV, she has supervised 45 M.Pharm and 30 PhD theses and has more than 225 papers to her name. She has 6,646 citations and an H index of 38. She also has 2 Indian patents and 1 US patent to her credit. She has a patent on cumin, which has been included in the emergency kit of the Defense Research and Development Organization. She has received several awards: PG Research Award from University Grant Commission, Best Project Award from Honorable Vice President of India on Technology Day, that is 2003 year. She has also got IPA ACG Scientific Innovation Award at 69th IPC in the year 2017. She has IPGA Fellowship Award for outstanding contribution towards the profession of pharmacy. Besides this, she is also a resource person at various professional bodies of AICTE, DST, ICMR, and UGC. I welcome you, ma'am, on this board. We have another judge, which is my fellow colleague, Ms. Sarika Mata. She's an associate professor and training placement officer in Lloyd Institute. She has 8 years experience in auditing ISO quality management systems. She has 11 years experience in regulatory affairs and 5 years industrial experience in product development. Besides, she also has a teaching experience of 1.5 years. I welcome you, ma'am.
Thank you.
So, not wasting much of the time, we shall proceed with the elocution contest today. The topics for elocution have already been communicated to students well in advance. They could choose one of the topics given here: role of community pharmacists in COVID 19, pharmacists in global health, growth drivers of Indian pharma sector, and Pharma Vision 2020. So, participants, you must be ready now. The rules for elocution contest for kind consideration of the judges. Kanchan ma'am, please kindly note. Sarika ma'am, please note that the participant will be called upon by their participation number. They'll be called upon by the number and the medium of speaking will be English. They have to speak for 3 to 4 minutes. First bell will ring at 3 minutes and the second will be ringing at 4 minutes. Paper reading is prohibited. They have to put on the video while speaking so that they could be seen live. And participants, please take care that you have proper bandwidth and signal to avoid any technical issue. So, these are the list of the participants who had registered. Now, I'll call upon participant one by one as per their number and would like IT team to please unmute the participant. So first of all, we have the participant code number 01, Afifa Aziz.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, ma'am, please unmute Afifa and please also, ma'am, Kanchan ma'am, if you're there, could you please put on your video and Sarika ma'am, you too? Afifa Aziz, participant code 01. Bete, put on your video, please, so that we could see you.
Can you see me, ma'am?
Yes, we can.
Yes, yes.
Uh, shall I start?
Yes, of course.
Greetings to one and all. Myself Afifa Aziz from Mesco College of Pharmacy. I'm a student of B Pharmacy, fourth year. Today I'm going to speak on the topic pharmacist in global health. You know why I have chosen this topic? Because I was always inspired to be in this profession from my idol, who himself is a pharmacist. Looking at the kind of dedication and hard work that he gave towards his profession, especially during this pandemic, made me believe that pharmacists are really proving to be the frontliners in improving global health. So let me begin with my topic by stating the definition of global health. Global health is the understanding of healthcare in an international and interdisciplinary context. It includes the study, research, and practice of medicine with a focus on improving health care and healthcare equity for all the populations worldwide. Now, let me come to the word pharmacist. Pharmacists are the most accessible healthcare providers. They are the driving force behind discovering new medicine. They are the key that unlocks all you need to know about your medicine, and they are always with you in sickness and health. Pharmacist is a vital link between the patient and the allied healthcare professional. The traditional fundamental role of pharmacist was believed just to dispense the medication that were prescribed by the physician. However, in the recent years, the role of pharmacists have been evolving all around the globe. Now, the pharmacist plays an important role among the medical profession through the medicine and information that they provide. The pharmacist plays an important role in public health and global health areas, including disaster preparedness, immunizations, and preventive health. The pharmacy practice roles in global health goals are increasing the healthy life years, improving the quality of life, and eliminating health disparities. The pharmacist interacts more with the patient than the prescribing medical professional. They help the patient understand the medication regimen, thus improving the health outcomes, which in turn also strengthens the relationship with the patient and also helps to reinforce the role of pharmacist as a trusted health advisor. The pharmacists are the backbone of the healthcare system in many different settings. Providing care does not only begin in hospital and community pharmacy, but taking care of the patient begins by identifying the health issues of the population and finding out ways to educate them, tackle the situations, and discovering new medicines. The pharmacist's role now is not only limited dispensing the drug, but now the pharmacists have proved to the best counselor and advisor. Especially during this pandemic, they have proved to be the frontliners in improving the global health. The pharmacist's role have now been expanding to a greater extent all around the globe. The pharmacists have been given a lot of priority which earlier was not given to them. Now they have become well in their profession and they are trying to serve the people well. Lastly, I would like to conclude by saying that The pharmacists need to participate in the endeavor to shape their roles in global health areas by transforming or changing the perception towards the kind of services that they can provide and where these services can be applied, not only in their respective local areas, but also at the global level. I would also say that even a small action can make a bigger difference. Everyone can make a change. Small contributions quickly add up if enough people take up the cause. I would like to end by saying that I'm proud to be a part of this profession because we are constantly learning how to better ourselves to serve the community and the patients well. Thank you and have a great day. Happy World Pharmacist Day. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, very well spoken, Afifa. Now, I would call upon the participant code. Yes, you may put your video off, bitter.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, I would call upon the participant code 03 Akhil Chaudhary. Akhil Chaudhary. Yeah,
Good morning.
yeah, good morning.
Ma'am, can I start?
Yes, of course, Akhil. I'll put the stopwatch on. You can start.
Okay, good morning to one and all present in this webinar. So my name is Akhil Chaudhary and currently I'm pursuing my B Pharmacy Institute of Management and Technology. So today's my topic is drivers of Indian pharma sectors. So as we know, theme of Pharmacist Day is transforming the global health. Transform the global health and what are the growth drivers for this transforming this global health? Today I will discuss. So five key factors that can affect our pharmaceutical industry and Indian pharma sector. So these are investments in the in pharmacy field and in India and government initiatives and prevalence of lifestyle. If I talk about Indian pharmaceutical industry, the Indian pharmaceutical has beaten all the odds to demonstrate spectacular decades. The pharmaceutical industry in India is the third largest in terms of volume and largest in the world in terms of value. When I talk about when I talk bulk drugs, one name is come to mind is generic drugs. So generic drugs is more popular in manufacturing in context to manufacturing in India. So if I give three T-shirts of companies, like first is and second is Van Hussein, third is like you go to the Malhotra. So bulk drugs which are generic one are the Peter Land type of shirts and printed are like Manish Malhotra. They have cost and they they were manufactured in very less now. So many pharmaceutical companies in India like Sun Pharma and others, they just put on work and manufacturing of the patented one. So we all know the R&D department a huge expense for that. So that's why they need more towards improving the growth of the pharma sector. They were not in create that patented drugs, but many of the companies in Indian pharma sector are totally depending on maintaining the patent drugs. So if I talk about India has been the in the last few decades, but it was shifted to the China in nowadays. But the Indian government has taken an initiatives by for strengthening the domestic APIs unit, the domestic manufacturing to give a huge to domestic manufacturing of API over rupees 15,000 crore in this pandemic. So few years back, China out significant business API from India because of the pricing advantage. And but now we are seeing a totally dive towards manufacturing in India. People want to integrate back significant backward industries. Okay, now the generic is less than there is far bigger market is the innovators. So India is developing many innovators thanks to many pharmaceutical industries that are enhancing our growth and that are driving the Indian pharma sector to a good level. And India gained its foothold on the global scene innovatively uh, inventing the engineering generic drugs. Okay, and now become a major player in this. We are developing a clinic as well as in manufacturing and research. So there are many which are going in this that would be held with the companies relating to ICMR and other companies of Oxford universities and of other. So that's growth of Indian pharma. And at last, I just want to that the Indian pharma growing and this is helps us to encourage more and more people and to counsel others who are depression and many other disorders. Thank you and have a nice.
Yeah. So thanks for your words. Next, we have participant number 07, Jessica. Jessica, you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay.
What about Ambuj?
Ma'am, Ambuj has left actually. He just left the
Okay.
message that due to some reason he could not attend today.
Okay.
He just walked out at moment. Sorry, ma'am.
No problem. No problem.
Yeah.
May I start?
Yes, of course. Yes, you can, Jessica.
The production of generic drugs remains India's bread and butter. However, the country has yet to develop a significant roadmap to deliver a long-lasting novel drug development and delivery infrastructure. So felt the need of Pharma Vision 2020. A very good morning to one and all. Today, I, Jessica Chalana, student of B Pharma second year, am privileged to speak on the revolutionary topic Pharma Vision 2020, the most trending topic going on in the field of pharmacy. The 2010s have come to an end, fraught with global instability and uncertainty. Today, the whole world has eyed upon the pharmacists and researchers to search for a vaccine which is most needed right now. Whilst there has been a clear growth within the Indian pharmaceutical industry, both in India and globally, will be eagerly anticipating how many of India's Pharma Vision 2020 targets have been fulfilled. But what is Pharma Vision 2020? Pharma Vision 2020 was the government's commitment to make India into a global leader not only in the production of low-cost generic medicines but also end-to-end drug discovery and development. It also aimed to place India as one of the top 5 pharmaceutical innovation hubs, which would involve launching every 5 to 10 novel drugs globally. This would help the pharma industry to have a seismic impact on the country's growth by adding significant value to the economy. Another aim was to meet increasing demands brought by a growing middle class population faster than expected aging population that will continue adding pressure to India's healthcare system. To enable this, the government promised a multi-billion-dollar investment plan with a 50% public partnership model. A quick observation of numbers point to success. Since now, 2020 has almost completed its third trimester. A question strikes our brain whether the aim of this program have been fulfilled or not. The Indian industry made attempts at a new drug discovery and development, but successful launch of a drug is a very long process. Given that Indian efforts in the area of new discovery still fall below the Indian industrial averages, expecting success in this domain at the current effort levels is unrealistic. A lot needs to be done in the area of innovation by Indian industry and Indian academic research. The truth of the matter is, though India's industrial growth has been impressive, it has fallen short of fulfilling Pharma Vision 2020. But surely we'll do well. Thank you and have a nice day and a very happy Pharmacist Day.
Yeah. Thank you, Jessica. Now I would call upon the participant number 10, Kailash. Kailash Jha. Kailash, are you there? Kailash, please unmute yourself. Kailash, please unmute yourself. Yeah.
Hello, are you
Yeah,
continue, ma'am? Hello.
yeah, you're audible now. Yes, Kailash, you can start now.
Oh, oh, okay, ma'am. Honorable judges, dear teachers, and all dear my friends. Today is my topic of the role of communist pharmacist in COVID-19. The coronavirus disease 2019 COVID-19 is an infection caused by the SARS acute respiratory syndrome coronavirus 2 SARS-CoV-2. The first emerged in Wuhan, China in the December 2019, spreading rapidly across the world. On the 11th of the March 2020, the World Health Organization WHO declared COVID-19 is a pandemic. At the time of the writing has been 10 million cases of the COVID-19 reported globally, with the more than 15,000 deaths reports across the 2016 country. Currently, the COVID-19 is a pandemic, is a world major public health problem worldwide. The pharmacist as a front line, the pharmacist as a front line respiratory to COVID-19 patients care. Pharmacists are the currently among those healthcare professionals on the front line providing the essential healthcare services during this time. Pharmacists as the most accessible healthcare providers and the patient care provider at the front line. The pharmacists are the most accessible healthcare provider engagements and the healthcare systems. Pharmacists are the front line providing essential patients care services during the public health crisis in COVID-19. Role of the pandemics pharmacists in COVID-19. Pharmacists are the pharmacist staffs are provided public health support in COVID-19. Pharmacists are the providing health services, seeing patients and the reducing patient burdens all over the world due to coronavirus situations is critical, but pharmacists do their work and provide health services. Pharmacists also working on providing home deliveries of medicines in lockdown. All are their homes, but pharmacists provide all services. Pharmacists can provide public health support to prevent the spread of the infections and give patients advices on how to manage their condition in symptomatics. Pharmacist is the social helper in COVID-19 pandemics. India, India has so far supplied medicines to 133 countries in the fight against COVID-19, which show India is a generosity despite and the fact that the country's government has taken urgent measure to prevent and treat the diseases on the national scales. Norvo told PTI is an interview through the public presentative measures advocated by WHO. The public are working together in the respecting countries to flatten the curve. With the near enough global lockdown, there seems to be even greater dependence on the pharmacist as a first point to contact to the fulfill public healthcare needs. Pharmacists around the world are one of the few places that are kept open for public services even during the strict lockdown. Community pharmacists are and their terms are a vital healthcare provider during the outbreak. They remain on the front line of public health by serving as direct points of access for patients. Hospital pharmacists have an important role during to outbreak in infection control as well as patient care and support. Thanking you.
Thanks, Kailash. You can put off your video now. Now, I would call upon the
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
participant. Yeah, I would call upon the participant number 11, Kotagiri Dheeraj. Participant number 11, Kotagiri Dheeraj.
Yes, ma'am. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Dheeraj. You can start with your words.
Okay. Can you hear me, ma'am?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Today on the World Pharmacist Day of the 25th September, my name I'm a topic given to me that is transforming the global health. My name is Dheeraj Kotagiri. I'm studying the fourth BPharm from Sri Vishnu College of Pharmacy, Bhimavaram, Andhra Pradesh. Actually, today's what's the event means on transforming of the global health on 25th. On this occasion, the Indian Pharmaceutical Federations was announced. This means for this on the fifth timely as to face the challenges of the COVID of the 19, the World Pharmacist Day on this 25th September, how the pharmacists are communicating to non-communicable and communicable diseases, especially in the COVID-19 vaccines, how they are using the medical devices and the laboratory test or a clinical pharmacist, how they are surveying the medicines to the people who are under the educated and uneducated. Then then coming to, as we seeing the today's the global health, many of the emerging health had become the popular as the popular of the strategies. They are the issues of the quality of a care, including the inaccurate diagnosis. For example, we can see some of the inaccurate diagnosis means it show the like the PCMR test, it show the some of the wrong values across all over the country. This COVID-19 has been started in first in one case in China and transferred to India with many number of the cases. As the healthcare infrastructure is lacking the most region in the world, and there is a severe lack of physicians and medical staff virtually everywhere. So unprivileged and the developing nations has severely lacks the health infrastructure and the services, while the cost of the healthcare is the getting problem of it today due to the lack of the medical staff. There is a good deficiency of the physicians and the medical staff even the today in the some of the hospitals. So these of the some of the future in which includes the transforming of a global health from the today, it's develop the health infrastructure, reduce the healthcare cost, improve the quality of a care, reduce the global health risk, empower the patient care management in the hospitals, and develop the infrastructure information of a backbone. So according to the global health means it is a not as a health which is include only not in pharmacy, but it is involved in all the medical provisions like pharmacy, physicians, and the doctors. So the pharmacist is a most important role to play from each today's life, from the day-to-day life, in which it includes the prescriptions, medicines, and other things. For example, medications like omeprazole and the labiprazole, which have been taken the before the lunch, and some of the tablets like aspirin, these are the taken the after the lunch. So it's may include the research and many of the medical of the practices in today's our health. This global health is not only involves the pharmacist health, it involves all around the uh, earth from the globe. So I conclude on this occasion of the transforming of a so I conclude on this occasion of the world pharmacist day, so transforming of a global health is very privileged to me and plays a vital role from day to day life in future. So we can develop the global health by providing the many infrastructures and informations, which is provisions and on other content in which the people can understand their acknowledgement forms. Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. Thank you, Kotagiri. Now I would call upon, yes, you can put off your video, beta.
Okay, ma'am. Can I leave, ma'am? I'm having a meeting.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I'll put off video. Okay, okay.
Yeah. So next participant number 12, Manda Venkat Sanjeeva. Participant number 12, Manda Venkat Sanjeeva. Is he here?
Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Yeah. Good morning. Good afternoon.
Yeah, am I audible, ma'am?
Yes, you are audible.
Shall I start, ma'am?
Yes, of course you can.
Okay, thank you. Respected dignitaries, good afternoon to everyone. This is Sanjeeva Kumar from Sri Vishnu College of Pharmacy, Devaram. I am privileged to talk about pharmacists in global health. Pharmacists throughout the world are one of the most accessible healthcare providers and are often the first health professional individuals seek for care. Many pharmacies 24 hours a day are open with no appointment necessary. Pharmacies are uniquely positioned across communities to provide care and advice, especially for vulnerable populations in limited resource settings. Most in the US, as the pharmacy profession continues to product shift from product center services to patient center services, such as preventive screenings, immunizations, and disease state management. More attention has been given to the impact pharmacies can have in public health. Organizations such as Centers for Disease Control and Prevention (CDC), Public Health England, and World Health Organization (WHO) are encouraging community organizations and other healthcare professionals to partner with pharmacists for the effective planning of public health services. In developed countries, pharmacists are increasingly recognized and engaged in health activities such as disease prevention and control programs, policy development, and emerging preparedness, among others. With the growing acknowledgement that global health is inclusive of local public health, pharmacists have the opportunity to move the profession forward globally by establishing themselves as healthcare provider who also serve as global health who also serve as global health practitioners. In limited resource opportunities throughout the world, there is a particular need and opportunities for pharmacists to be utilized to increase access to safe quality medications that can save lives. From medication safety and the responsible use of medication to supply chain management and immunizations, pharmacists can utilize their medication expertise not only for addressing local gaps in care, but also for broader global health efforts. I appreciate the pharmacists for their kind gestures and good works to the nation and world at large. Pharmacists are an integral part of critical care staff ensuring the patient's safety. Pharmacists comprise the third largest group of healthcare professionals in the world, and over the past 50 years, the role of pharmacists has evolved along with the healthcare needs of our population. Today, pharmacists have extended their responsibilities from dispensing to pharmaceutical care by maximizing the medications and their safety. In addition to dispensing medications and ensuring the safety and well-being of patients, pharmacists are assuming a larger role as medical counselors, educators, and advocates. Thank you, ma'am. Happy World Pharmacist Day to everyone. Thank you for giving this opportunity.
Yeah. Thanks, Manda, Venkan, Sanjeev Kumar. Now,
Thank you, ma'am.
yeah, you can put off your video. I shall call upon participant number 13, Naman.
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah, good afternoon, Naman.
Good afternoon. Ma'am, am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Okay.
Yeah, you can start.
During these dark clouds of Corona, along with the heavy hailstones and the uncertainty of mist, there are some giving up their lives without appreciation. Yes, I'm talking about the pharmacists. A very warm good afternoon to all the present and future pharmacists gathered over here on the auspicious occasion of the World Pharmacist Day. The importance of health have been very well understood during these recent times, along with the role of healthcare professionals in maintaining one. Nowadays, maintaining global health has been the utmost importance. Even the COVID has told us the importance of global health, which leads to my topic, the pharmacist in global health. From long back, people do talk about the importance of health, but as per the human nature, 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 they realize the importance of it when we actually encounter the threat. Like today, we are encountering the threat of the coronavirus. During rainy season, we encounter the threat of typhoid, cholera, AIDS, etc. At these dark and notorious times, the people understand the importance of the health and the healthcare professionals. Until then, who are pharmacists? According to these people, the pharmacists are a bunch of people who are sitting in their chemist shops selling out their medicines. They don't even consider us as a healthcare professional. According to them, we are just a bunch of business associates who are making their money through medicines. From their point of view, they don't even consider pharmacists in the global health. Rather than they believe that we are selling medicines, which according to them could be done by any other individual. However, the corona situation has led to a slight deviation in the thought process of these people, and now they do consider that the pharmacists have a very important role to play in the global health. The entire farm sector have been working round the clock. Some involved in making of the PPE kits, that is the power protective equipments, that provides a safer environment for our doctors, our nurses, our ward boys, police personnel, and the other important personnel. The N95 mask, the only important instrument in the whole world that has affected the spread of the coronavirus, while some other are involved in dispensing of medicines to the corona infected patients as well as to the other patients. While a small bunch of people are in the labs looking out for their vaccines or making trials on them so that they could put an end on this deadly virus. People do talk about the importance of doctors in the global health. Without any doubt, the doctors have a very important role to play. But the role of pharmacists in it is also impeccable. What is the function of a doctor? The doctor performs the function of diagnosing a disease, but the treatment as well as providing medication is the sole role of a pharmacist. Have you ever wondered, without these PPE kits, without those N95 masks, without the medication being provided, have any one of us been survived? Now let us talk about the important hot topic of the society, that is the drug abuse. Many film stars are believed to be engrossed in the drug abuse. The NCB, the Narcotics Control Bureau, a government body who is looking into this matter, consists of a large number of pharmacists. They are working in a way so that they can make our society free from drug abuse and promote global health at the best level. Now, in the closing statement of mine, I would like to put forward a theory that global health is that the global health is the resultant of the collaboration of all the units of the healthcare society, not just a single entity, not a single person, but the collaboration of all the units of the healthcare sector. From USA to France, from Italy to China, from India to Burma, we all have witnessed Corona's brutal drama. Still, there are many who believe in their dharma, one of them being pharma. Thank you very much.
Very well said, Naman. Now, judges may note, I shall call upon another participant, participant number 14, Ojas.
Are you able to see me?
Yes, I could see you.
Should I start?
Yes, of course you can.
Well, the real health, the topic health is actually the real wealth. But did we know before Corona that the health of each person living on this world is important to us? A very good morning to one and all present here. Today, I, Ojas Lamba, is going to speak on the topic which I just know that everyone, most of the people are talking about, like pharmacist role in global health. Well, let me start by talking about the diseases. Well, my friends, we are facing many diseases such as corona, such as diabetes, such as many other psychological disorders, and many other things which we see as a normal person or as well as a pharmacist. Well, but you may question me, but why am I talking about illnesses and diseases? Well, my friends, the answer is simple. It has a cause, and the cause is global health, my friends. Well, what is exactly global health? Global health is the science and study and research of exactly giving the equity of health to each and every person living in this earth. Well, let me come to the topic which Kailash and others have said about. Well, pharmacy was the only profession, was one of the main professions which was open even in this pandemic and even in this lockdown, my friends. Well, don't pharmacists get corona? They do, my friends. Well, but we have to fight against it because we are the frontliners and the warriors against these pandemics and epidemics. Well, we all have heard before precaution is better than cure. Precaution is better than cure. But did we feel that precaution is actually better than cure before corona? Well, I can guarantee you that 95% of the people did not take precautions before. And now, similarly, I can say that pharmacy was considered as a profession, but it was not considered as much of a profession against the global health. But now, after these pandemics and epidemics, which are coming day by day by day, where pharmacists have to work against them, now we realize, my friends, now we realize that pharmacy has an acute, that they has a very important role in this global health. Well, my friends, pharmacist just does not only give dispensing, just does not dispense drugs. Well, they have a role in management of acute and chronic diseases, psychological disorders, many disorders, my friends. Well, we live in a country where the people take self-care and self-medication, which is actually known as medication therapy management, my friends. Well, this causes tolerance And this causes a lot of problems for us as a pharmacist as well. Well, we have to change the patient's regimen of medications, and we have to convince them that please take this medication. And if not, you take that medication, that is their problem. But my friends, we as fighters and we as warriors against this global health, against these pandemics, epidemics, not against the global health, my friends, but we have to make them understand that this is important for them, that and the need of health of each person living on this world is more important for each one of us, my friends. Well, my friends, I would like to say that pharmaceutical role is more important in global health. And I would also want to tell you that the role of pharmaceutical care is more than convincing people on the medication regimen. And it also leads to the patient and pharmaceutical care relationship. Well, my friends, it's not a small task. And all I have to say is after all listening to this and as well as speaking myself, that pharmacy and pharmacist role is more of a warrior, my friends, warrior. We are fighters and we are warriors. We have to be proud of it that, and I actually respect each pharmacist who is sitting over here and the future pharmacists which are going to come. Well, my friends, this global pandemic, which is turning out to be a lot of massacre, which is causing a massacre over the world, where people are just, they're shy to even come out of their homes. That is a very big topic, my friends. But all I have to say at last is, after 8 semesters and at least 4 years of studying the difficult subjects relating to drugs, medications, or subjects such as pharmacognosy, pharmacology, medicinal chemistry, and studying them each day and night, and waking up each day thinking that how can I give and how can I get the medications related to that problem? How can I cure that person? How can I give medication according to that? Well, that is a very big thing. And I am proud to be a pharmacist. Well, on this day of Pharmacist Day, I would like to end this with that pharmacy should not be considered only as a profession, but it should be considered more of a responsibility, as because we all are pharmacists and we all are responsible for our global health. Thank you.
Thank you, Ujis. Rightly said, we all have a huge responsibility. We must do that. So, moving further, I would call upon the last participant of elocution contest, participant number 17, Sakshi. Sakshi, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, can I start?
Yes, beta, you can start over.
Good note, everyone. To one all present here. I am Sakshi Tyagi from Sanskar College of Pharmacy and Research. I am a student of B Pharm final year. My topic is pharmacist in global health. Now I am start with what is global health. Global health is defined as the area of study, research, and practices that places a priority to achieving health equity for all people worldwide. Pharmacist is a backbone that strengthens our healthcare system globally. Pharmacists contribute towards for improving the use of medications and other globally issues at both level, individual and system level. Then, like the rational use of medicines will be essential for double disease burden like communicable and non-communicable diseases. According to the University of Consortium Global Health, the scope of pharmacist faces a challenge of global issues like self-medications and self-care. So, pharmacists have potential to addressing the emerging literacy of global and like management of acute and chronic diseases and e-health, environmental care, and what the impact of global trade on the spread of infectious diseases, and enhance the pharmacovigilance, and also other global issues such as neurological disorders. And pharmacists also provide the knowledge to consumers they have use to treat, have proper treatment or not. Thank you.
Thank you, Sakshi. So this ends with our elocution contest today. Judges may kindly note that was the last participant.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So, so obviously we can't have like applaud actually. So this is a virtual applaud for all the participants who spoke really well. Now, this is the event poster making which we had organized, and the topics of the poster making were well communicated in advance, and we had received entries by 22nd of September. So I'm thankful for our participants for where I got 47 registrations and around 26 posters had been received. I'm thankful to my poster evaluation team, my fellow colleagues, Professor Chitra Gupta and Professor Lalit Tyagi. They have given their contribution in evaluation of the posters. We can have a glimpse of few of the posters. These are the posters which we have received. Students have really given their innovative ideas, the technicalities. Some of them have really gone for the handmade poster, undergraduate students. I just got a message in the chat box, ma'am, that we could not see the posters because students were quite desperate to see their posters on the screen. I'll just have a quick flashback of the posters again. Please bear with it. तुमसे बोल है ना This is the last poster out of the entries we received. Now, I would request my fellow colleague and judge of the event today, Ms. Sarika Mehta, ma'am, to please say a few words regarding like performance of the students or whatever you like had a word with.
Thank you, Dr. Kumar. Actually, it was a very, very enlightening session, actually. First of all, wishing everybody a World Pharmacist Day. Plus, looking at all the posters and listening to all these students, I feel there is a lot of awareness among the pharmacist fraternity as such, and even among the students of what the role of a pharmacist is there in today's scenario. Definitely, with the COVID-19 pandemic, which has come down, it has definitely brought in a lot of awareness, not only awareness, lot of awakening, lot of throwing light on what pharmacists are today in today's scenario. It has really brought an awareness that pharmacists are not only related to those traditional roles where it was just drug dispensing. There is a lot of more scope to it. Not only the scope, even the pharmacists have, or as on date, realized, yes, we are more towards not only the traditional but more toward the health issues. What are the health issues, which the global health issues which are being faced today? Those management of those acute, your chronic diseases, mental health issues, e-health related issues, as well as the burden of the disease which we are all facing globally today. So this actually has brought an awareness as well as more responsible pharmacist, I would say. So it has really awakened us as well as as a responsible citizen to respect the pharmacy as a profession as well as propagate this profession, noble profession, along with the other medical professions which are there. Okay. So thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Yeah. Now it's honor for me to invite Professor Kanchan Kohli to say a few words to our audiences and the buddy pharmacist. Kanchan, ma'am, please can I have you? Yeah.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am, you're quite audible. Yes,
Yeah, am I audible now?
yes, ma'am, you're
So,
audible and visible.
first and foremost, I would like to thank for giving me this opportunity to be a part of this event. I'm very happy, overwhelmed by seeing the participation and enthusiasm of all those budding pharmacists in such large number. I would like to congratulate each and every participant and wish you all the very best for your future endeavors. You young pharmacists are the future of our healthcare system, and yes, I see a very bright future. And coming to the today's topic, that was the role of community pharmacists in COVID-19 and so on. So in this the topic I had seen, I mean the really our pharmacists are really doing very hard to at this pandemic time, at this COVID time. So now the big salute to all the pharmacists for their valuable contribution to health of the nation during this pandemic, and I really appreciate the contribution of the pharmacist, and very well told by one of the speaker that pharmacists, they are the integral part, and that's very true, because and Dr. Rao also has told that us during in village side where the doctors are not available or sometimes the nurses are not available, only the pharmacists, they are doing very good job at this pandemic time. So I really appreciate, and I also feel to be honored to be in this profession, and so let's pledge to transform global health, better facility, and health for transforming global health. So with this I like to congratulate Dr. Shilpa, Dr. Kumud and Dr. Vanna Sethi and all other organizers. You have really done a very good job, and you have coordinated like nation-wise the students, and the students, they were from the different part of the India, and those who were the speaker, and I'd seen they were also very enthusiastic to welcome this topic, and this was the really appropriate topic at this pandemic time. And I am really congratulating all the team member again for organizing such a lovely program, and such a, I mean, taken so much efforts to coordinate with all people. So thanks again to all, and congratulate again.
Thanks a lot, ma'am.
So,
Thank you, ma'am, for your valuable
so
words and for such an appreciation. Yes, ma'am, please carry on.
yeah, I'd send the sheet also.
Okay, ma'am.
And,
yeah, my team is calculating the results. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Please stay with
Thank
us, ma'am.
Okay.
So we have the winners of the poster event. Third position is taken up by, in the team like combination, that is Pavan Kalura, poster number 23, and Aishwarya Jain, poster number 01. These are the results of the poster event which we had concluded yesterday itself. Second position has been taken up by Ritik Raj, poster number 31. And first position has been taken up by poster number 26, Preeti Kanifnath Adhav. Congratulations to the winners. Your e-certificates will be mailed to you very shortly.
So big congratulations to the winners, to young buddies.
Now, how about the results of the elocution which we had today? So I have results with me right now. First position has been taken up by Naman. Naman is at first position in elocution contest. Second position has been shared by Jessica and Ojas. They both are from Lloyd Institute. Naman is also from Lloyd Institute as well. And third position is taken up by Afifa. She is from Mesco College of Pharmacy, Hyderabad. So congratulations to all the winners. And in the end, I would like to thank all the team members with me. First of all, I would like to thank our group director, Dr. Vandana Arora Sethi, for such a guidance and motivation. I'm also thankful to Professor Kanchan Kohli, ma'am. We are you're kind enough to join us. I'm also thank you, ma'am. And I'm also thankful to my colleague, Sarika ma'am, to be the judge for the event today. Thank you, Sarika ma'am. I'm also thankful for my poster evaluation team members, Dr. Chitra Gupta and Dr. Lalit Tyagi. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. I'm also thankful to my team member, Dr. Shilpa Pahava and Dr. Shilpi, for the contribution and the valuable support, and maybe many more who are behind the scene. So thanks, and I hope you all had a great time, and happy Pharmacist Day to all of you. Thank you.